Apple just released a bunch of new products at its peak performance event, including the Mac Studio, the Studio Display, and more. So in today's video, I'm going to share everything new that we just saw at the event. But before we get started, don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoy this type of videos and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. This video is sponsored by Setup, an incredible cross-platform suite which gives you access to over 200 iOS and macOS applications without any additional cost. You only need to pay for your subscription and choose the apps that you would like to use. Now, a great benefit is that you can start a 7-day trial for free when you use the link listed down below in the description. So starting off, Apple released a new finish for the iPhone 13 lineup. Actually, two new finishes, because the new green color is now available for the iPhones 13 and 13 Pro. You can pre-order the new finish this Friday and it will be available on March 18th. Right after that, they started talking about the Apple Silicon and they mentioned the A15 Bionic chip. With that, they released the iPhone SE 3rd generation. As we were already expecting, it has the same design as the previous generation. So it has a 4.7-inch display with the home button and Touch ID. However, the new device is now powered by the A15 Bionic, which is a lot faster than the previous generation. It is even 2.2 times faster than the iPhone 8, 3.7 times faster than the iPhone 7, and 5 times faster than the iPhone 6s in GPU performance. The 3rd generation of the iPhone SE has the toughest glass in a smartphone, so the display is more resistant and it has a better battery life, which can give you 2 more hours of video playback than the previous generation. The new device also has 5G support and a better camera. The downside is that the price is a little bit higher than it used to be, and it now starts at $429. Next, Apple released the iPad Air 5th generation that is now available in purple. Just like the iPhone SE 3, it also has 5G support, but it isn't powered by the A15 Bionic. It is actually powered by the M1 processor. So the new generation is now 60% faster as the previous one, and it is 2 times faster than the best-selling Windows laptop in the same price range. Regarding camera, it now has an updated 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera with center stage support in order to improve your video calls. The new iPad Air is also compatible with the Magic Keyboard, and it starts at $599. Right after the release of the iPad Air, they started talking about the Macs, and things got very exciting because they released something that we were not predicting: a new processor, the M1 Ultra. Apparently, the M1 Max processor had a secret that they didn't mention previously, and the M1 Max processor has the ability to be connected to a different processor. They call this the Ultra Fusion. So the new M1 Ultra processor has 114 billion transistors, 2.5 terabytes per second of interprocessor bandwidth. It has 800 gigabytes per second memory bandwidth, 128 gigabytes unified memory. So I'm sure you can read all of the specifications on Apple's website, but this is just incredible. It has a 20-core CPU with 16 high-performance cores, 4 high-efficient cores, and a 64-core GPU. Just so you can have an idea, this new processor is 8 times faster in GPU performance than the M1. But Apple didn't stop here. Now we're gonna talk about the Mac Studio. Regarding design, the new Mac Studio does look like 2 Mac Minis stacked on top of each other. Regarding the connectivity, in the front there are 2 USB-C or Thunderbolt 4 ports and 1 SD card reader. And on the back, 4 Thunderbolt 4 ports, 1 10 gigabit Ethernet port, 2 USB-A, 1 HDMI, and 1 3.5mm headphone jack, which is the Pro Audio port. In case you want a comparison, the Mac Studio powered by the M1 Max processor is 3.4 times faster than the fastest iMac, and the one powered by the M1 Ultra is 80% faster than the fastest Mac Pro. Of course, Apple is targeting professionals that work at studios, and this will be just the perfect machine for them. And I would say that I would love one right here as well. Now, Apple didn't stop here either. Now let's talk about the Studio Display. Regarding the design, I would say that the new display is a hybrid between the M1 iMac and the Pro Display XDR. You have the option to choose between the tilt adjustable stand, the tilt and height adjustable stand, and the VESA mount adapter option. It is a 27-inch display and it has 14.7 million pixels. And as we predicted, it is a 5K Retina display and it has the best camera and audio. Just like the iPad Air 5th generation, it has a 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera, support for center stage, and a 3-mic array. It also has 6 speakers, spatial audio, and it is the best combination of camera and audio. Regarding connectivity, it has 3 USB-C ports and 1 Thunderbolt port, and it has a 96 watts of power, so you can charge your MacBook while using it. In that case, you don't need to worry about charging your MacBook in a different way. You can use up to 3 studio displays with your MacBook, and Apple also released new accessories. A new Magic Mouse, a new Magic Trackpad, and a Magic Keyboard. All 3 of those are in silver and black, and they definitely match the new Studio Display and the Mac Studio. The Mac Studio powered by the M1 Max processor starts at $1,999. The Mac Studio powered by the M1 Ultra processor starts at $3,999, and the Studio Display starts at $1,599. They also showed us the Mac lineup powered by Apple Silicon, which consists of the Mac Mini, the MacBook Air, the 24-inch iMac, the Mac Studio and Studio Display, the 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pro, and the 13-inch MacBook Pro. And these were all the Apple releases at its peak performance event. Let me know down below in the comments what was your favorite release, because I would love to know. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.